Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing good. Now, as you know, we have started the fifth chapter, and in the previous video, we had done the iconic part, and I had also explained you the story about the hen and the chicks. Yes or no? So today, what we are going to do is we are going to discuss the checkpoint section and the I understand section. Okay, students. So let's start with the discussion of the answers. Students, we are doing the second part of the fifth chapter. That means this is the second video. Okay, now let's see the checkpoint section. Okay, students, so yesterday we had completed the chapter explanation I had done, and today we will do the checkpoint section, that is on page number 31. Okay, so this is the only checkpoint section. There is only one checkpoint section. There is no other checkpoint section. Okay, there are only two question answers. I will just discuss it and then you must write it on your own in your English notebook. Okay, the first one is, who helped Mrs. Hen sow the wheat? Okay, so who helped her sow the wheats? Nobody helped. The duck also did not help and the goose also did not help. So who helped? Her chicks. Yes or no? So the answer is Mrs. Hen and her chicks sowed the seed themselves. Nobody helped them, but they sowed the seeds themselves. Okay, students, so I am repeating my answer. Mrs. Hen and her chicks sowed the seeds themselves. Okay, they sowed the seeds themselves. Fine. Now the second question is, do you think Mrs. Duck and Mrs. Goose did the right thing by refusing to help Mrs. Hen? So did they do the right thing? They said they will not help Mrs. Hen. So did they do the right thing? No, students, they did not do the right thing. So I will just tell you the answer how to write. No, they did not do the right thing, because we should always try and help others. Okay, so the answer is no. They did not do the right thing because we should always try and help others. Okay, now why do you think so? Okay, now why do you think so they did not do the right thing? That also you have to write. So you can write, when someone asks us to help them, we should always try to help them and we should always help others. Okay, so you should never say no. You should never say no. When someone asks for help, we should never say no and we should always try to help everybody. Okay, so this is the checkpoint section. Okay, understood, students? Now in the I understand section also there is tick the correct answer and question answer. So first we will discuss the tick the correct answer. It is very easy. Okay, it is very easy. Question number A is tick the correct answer. Mrs. Hen found some dash one day. So what did she find? Rice or wheat? Yes, the answer is wheat. She found some wheat. Number 2. Mrs. Hen went dash for help. First to Mrs. Duck and then to Mrs. Goose, or first to Mrs. Goose and then to Mrs. Duck? So where she went first? Yes, first she went to Mrs. Duck and then she went to Mrs. Goose. Yes or no? First she went to Mrs. Duck and then she went to Mrs. Goose. Third one. Mrs. Hen was finally helped by dash. Who helped her finally? Some other neighbors or her chicks? Yes, the answer is her chicks. Her chicks helped her finally. Mrs. Hen and her chicks returned home from the flour mill with dash. So they went to the flour mill and they returned home with what? With a tiny bag of flour or with a heavy bag of flour? Yes, the answer is a heavy bag of flour, because the bag of flour was very heavy. So they returned home with a heavy bag of flour. And the last one is, Mrs. Hen made dash with the flour. What did she make with the flour? A cake or some chapatis? Yes, very good. The answer is a cake. So Mrs. Hen made a cake with the flour. So this was tick the correct answer. It's very, very easy. Yes or no? Now we will discuss answer these questions. These are question answers. Okay, students, come on, let's discuss the question answers. Why did Mrs. Duck and Mrs. Goose refuse to help Mrs. Hen sow the wheat? So when Mrs. Hen went to the duck and the goose to ask for help, then why did they refuse to sow the seeds? Why did they refuse that they will not help the hen in sowing the seeds? So the answer is Mrs. Duck and Mrs. Goose refused to help Mrs. Hen sow the wheat as they were busy. Why did they refuse? So you must write the same line. Mrs. Duck and Mrs. Goose refused to help Mrs. Hen sow the wheat because they were very busy. Okay. Second question. What did the chicks and Mrs. Hen do with the seeds? Now what did they do with the seeds? The chicks and Mrs. Hen sowed the seeds and watered them every day. Okay. Again I am repeating. The chicks and Mrs. Hen sowed the seeds and watered them every day. Very easy. Number 3. How did the wheat look on growing? Now, after they water the wheat, they worked very hard. And then finally the wheat plant started to grow. So, how they were growing, that you have to answer. How were they looking? So, the answer is, on growing, the wheat looked ripe and yellow. Okay. On growing, the wheat looked ripe and yellow. Okay, students. The next question is, why did Mrs. Hen want to take the wheat to the flour mill? So now when the wheat was ready, why did Mrs. Hen wanted to take the wheat to the flour mill? Why she wanted to take the wheat to the flour mill? So the answer is, Mrs. Hen wanted to take the wheat to the flour mill to get it ground or to grind it. Okay. Mrs. Hen wanted to take the wheat to the flour mill to grind it. She wanted to grind it. Okay, students. So this is your fourth answer. Now the last one is, why did Mrs. Duck and Mrs. Goose come running? Why did they come running to Mrs. Hen house? So the answer is, Mrs. Duck and Mrs. Goose came running as they wanted to have the cake. Or you can say as they wanted to eat the cake. Okay. Mrs. Duck and Mrs. Goose came running to Mrs. Duck house as they wanted to have the cake. Okay, students. So these are the questions of the I understand section and the checkpoint section. We have discussed all the answers. So what you have to do is you have to write it in your English notebook. Okay. Okay, students. So I have discussed today the checkpoint section and the I understand section with you. So what you have to do is you have to write all these answers in your English notebook. Okay, students. If you cannot understand, if you are still not clear, you can just play the video again and you can just be clear and then you can write it in your notebook. Okay. So thank you for watching this video, and in the next video we will be seeing the animation of the story. Fine. Okay, students. So bye all of you. Goodbye and have a nice day.